Hello, it's me, Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with another channeled message. This is a specific message. It might resonate with you, it might not. Okay, this is a very happy message here for somebody. Somebody has new love coming in for them, and it is very big love. This is soulmate love. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups in my mind, and right behind it, I'm seeing the Ten of Cups. This is definitely coming in from the divine. I feel like this is going to be a healing experience, a joyful experience. The energies that are associated with this soulmate love that's coming in is very nourishing. It is soft, it's comforting. It's almost like wading into like a really cool river, you know, like on a sunny day, but honestly like in the evening time where maybe you started to see like one, maybe two lightning bugs, and you're cooling off and you're just absolutely relaxed but also like refreshed at the same time. Like this energy feels so good. And I feel like this is the energy of like the love, the communication. There's something really positive here about the communication as well between you and this person, because I'm seeing a really light blue energy, that light blue of like the throat chakra. So peaceful communication. There could be like concepts and things that you talk about between the two of you that's actually very healing. I think for some of you, it might be healing to hear your partner, and this may tie in with their gender, like to hear a man or to hear a woman who speaks very eloquently. I just heard on all matters moral. That's a quote from Pride and Prejudice. But to speak very eloquently here on something, this is like a healing balm that is coming in onto your soul's energy. It really is actually like meant to help you heal. I just heard like you could have been not sleeping well before you met this person. You could have been really worried about a certain decision here that you're making. And for some of you, like I don't know where you're at on the timeline, but I feel like you're right here at this joint in your life. You're turning a corner in your soul, but you turning this corner in your soul is, I think, you turning your back on a certain lifestyle, there is a karmic cycle here that I feel like you've been wrapped up in. And the energies in that karmic cycle are just very, very opposite of this soulmate energy that's like coming in for you. It could have really like whittled you down. Like your energy, you could have always felt like very abrasive. I'm hearing like your hackles are up, like you just there's a lot of arguments, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of, it feels like hellfire energy, to be honest, like a combative energy, a lot of strategizing and arguing and having to like jockey and like position and stuff. And I think that maybe you were wrapped up in this and you felt like you had to strategize, like to, you know, it's like, well, I have to, you know, if this is like a work environment that's really crazy and chaotic, you probably were like, well, I have to just work here for so long in order to get this, to be able to put on my resume, and then I'll, you know, whatever. But I feel like, again, you're at this kind of decision-making point, and I think some of you have already stepped out of this experience, and I mean for good, because there's something here that I feel like you need to do in order to receive this blessing, because you have to fully close the door on this other experience, because this energy cannot come in and taint this new experience. This really is a pivotal moment is what I'm getting. You're absolutely changing directions. I just heard this. These are the kind of energies where it's like never the twain shall meet, right? There could be a reference to Mark Twain here. I don't know, take that however it resonates, but you have to fully close the door, which means you have to make the decision, but you can't just make it in your mind, and you can't say certain things, but then stay friends with your ex on Instagram. That's leaving the door open. You have to like really end this, because, and there's energies here where it's like somebody here, not for everybody, but I'm getting like somebody here could be a narcissist. So this could be a relationship that, again, is very toxic, and it follows that toxic relationship dynamic where it's that idealized, devalue, discard, and then they hoover you back. Even if it's like an emotional hoover or an energetic hoover, because for some of you, this pattern has gone on for lifetimes. And so you kind of respond to the energy and you forget, you know, what you went through here with this person. They may be very skillful at like deluding you. For some, this person is very adept, and it's a strategy, by the way, of turning something around on you and blaming you and making you feel like you deserved their kind of like poor treatment. But this person is also the kind of person to really have their feathers ruffled and to get very angry if you move away from them. Because I just feel like there was some kind of strategy here. And I'm seeing this person kind of put obstacles around you, like literally in the form of mountains. I'm kind of seeing you like you're a little ant, which is actually a good thing, because ants are very cooperative and they also are very strong. They lift like multiple times their body weight. And I'm seeing this person maybe trying to like block you in because they're trying to control your route. And but you have very good karmas, and you are learning how to break free of this karmic cycle, whatever this is. And this is like a treatment. And you breaking with this karmic cycle, yes, you're leaving this person behind, and potentially there's a group here, but there is like a hook with a person that's maybe a boss, somebody that you respected or admired, but I don't think that respect was returned. I don't know how you would have related to that, because I think they were strategic, about the way that they were coming off. This person could be very slick with their words, or again, very something here. And so you closing the door, yes, you are closing it on this person, and you're closing it maybe on a work environment or a town or like a group here. There's like other people around, and all of this is crazy chaotic. It's all so muddled because the truth doesn't reign here. It's like strategy. So, but you turning this corner in your soul, you're closing the door to being treated like this. You're closing the door to having people around you that want to strategize around you and like try to make you feel bad because it's strategic for them, because then they can kind of control you and get you to do whatever they want. Like, you are closing the door on this. And because of that, it's actually releasing like the good karmas that can come in. But these people they're not on your level, and they don't have the same good karmas. So I feel like the karmas that can fruit and flower and express in your life have actually been capped. And that might have confused you here as well. But I think some of you are afraid to take this next step because you do feel insecure. This person could have definitely, if you've been in close quarters with this person, whether this is like you work 9 to 5 with these people like every single day, or like they're in your home or in your family, or like if they've been around you and allowed to kind of permeate, this is a person who would permeate your membrane. Like they would get in your head. They would, ways that you don't naturally think about like yourself. This person would like kind of get in your head. And so you could just feel worn down. You could feel not beautiful or not strong, or not like you don't have anything special to like give. This person would kind of like wear you down. So I feel like some of you might be like hesitating here, like on the surface of actually fully jumping into like this new experience. But I feel like the reason this message is coming through now is to encourage you, to give you hope. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm hearing, that Bible quote that's like if you only knew the plans that I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. That's what's coming through. Oh, I wish I could remember. I think it's Corinthians. The plans that I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. But you have to trust me. I'm hearing like you have to trust me. You have to take this leap of faith. You have to, above all else, resolve to never go back to this, kind of treatment, to just not tolerate these kinds of seeds to crop up around you. Because it's kind of like they're weeds that have come into your garden that like choke out your own energy. But I think maybe there's been an addiction here to this or something. And if you fully close the door on it, this beautiful new love is coming in. And so closing the door could be, again, like you have to make sure this ex, like you block them on everything. They cannot get a hold of you, or you move to a different job, move to a different location. Like these are the kinds of things that are required here. And then this is really going to come into your life and really take root in your life. And it's honestly so beautiful. I do feel like for some of you, this karmic energy is going to try to follow you. But you're dealing with God energy. Yeah. There's judgment energy that's very much here. And you are the spark to that judgment energy. Somehow you are the spark. Like if you turn your back on this, Spirit is like more than supporting you in doing this. And I also think that there's going to be people around you, this new like energy, this new kind of person that understands you. They kind of form a perimeter around you. There's some kind of barrier. And that actually goes to this new soulmate, okay? So this new soulmate that's coming in, I'm not actually getting a lot of information about them. I'm more just getting the feeling that you feel around this person, where it like feels right. It feels calm. There's something about your energy that like smooths out, kind of like if you took a cat and like all their fur was like all jumbled up and like going whichever way. And then like you smoothed all their fur back, and you brushed them out. Like imagine what that would feel like. Like that's what this person kind of like does to your soul. There's something just deeply healing. It's like they suck the poison out, right? But I think this person has been given the gift of victory over this past person. There's something that they just absolutely trump them in. Like if these are men, like this new person might be broad. They might actually have more muscles. And it's like, should this karmic want to fight? I feel like it's actually pretty easy for this new soulmate. So long as you're acting right and you're holding boundaries here. And when you say no, you actually mean it. And you're actually fully aligned in this new life. So long as you would be the only weak link here. So long as you're holding that line, this soulmate actually really trumps this other person. In something, like they could beat them up, not that they would, but like if you're dealing with somebody unstable, like, yeah, they trump them in some way. It's like a definite victory. And I think part of that definite victory is that this person loves you, they see you, they understand you, and they work with you and not against you. And there's something about like the pairing of the two of you together where it actually bolsters both of your circumstances. And there is something about the earth element here where that was maybe what was shaky in the past, but like you and this new soulmate, it's like you have very fertile, very nourishing soil. And it's like you each have what the other person needs, you know, where it's like, well, I have all this water, well, I have all this earth, and like something could really grow here. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's stable, and actually you're going to start to build your self-esteem up here, but it's all like you have to fully close the door on whatever this is from the past, and then you have this beautiful, beautiful energy, and there's quite a bit of love here. And if you have children, I feel like these children are going to really take to this other person. Like this is a very happy environment. Your family like is going to get along. Like this is your happy family. This is your happy home life. This is your happily ever after, but it's calm and it's peaceful, and you have to break the addiction to the drama, you know, and thinking that drama is love, you know, an addiction is love. You've got to break that. But once you do, man, this is so good. This is so happy. And honestly, the two of you may decide, like, in order for you to be more solid in an earth element, something needs to change. Like, in regards to an earth element. Maybe something to do with how you're living. Maybe this is like your diet, or you guys are going to decide to move somewhere else. And I think that this kind of brings in a justice energy, perhaps for you both here, where there's people who are kind of like observing this, and they're observing your success, your win, your romance. This is fifth house stuff, your romance, again, like your family, your legacy. They're observing this. And for some, it's like your reputation. Some of you are like taking back your name, because any stones that this person could throw at you, it's like automatically, like people just don't take it seriously because they see what you've actually built with your life. Like it speaks for itself, and the relationship that you're actually in. And you have a soulmate here who's going to be like, that's not been my experience, or like, you know, like I would never be with a person like that, or like, you know, something here like that. It just really bolsters and it heals and it fills, because I think that you've been up against somebody here who's very toxic, very self-absorbed, very strategic. And I do think this person is angry because they thought they had you in a certain position. They thought that they had certain obstacles, and they were gonna, I don't know, put you on hold or come back to argue with you, and they wanted to, in order to start a new beginning. But then they found you, like this is, I think, what's gonna happen for some of you. Then they found you chilling. They found you thriving. They found you loving like your independence and being single. They found you were maybe doing very well fiscally, and that put them on the defense because they were expecting your life to like crumble without them. This person could be really full of themselves, or like this could be a family for some of you, or like a work environment that tried to like bully you out, and then they look back, and then all of a sudden you're just like very much thriving. And so now they're trying to play defense here. And there's something that they did, either like retaliatory or something that they did as a fear response, or there's some kind of false foundation that they've polluted about you. And they are having to defend that, but it's really indefensible. And this is, again, it's sparking some kind of justice energy. And this is beautiful and it's happy. And I really do, just similar to how like this karmic cycle from the past, yes, there was like one specific person, but then there was like a bunch of other karmics that kind of crept up around this person that were inflamed or encouraged, or could have just been flying monkeys. Maybe these are good people, but they believe and trust someone they shouldn't. And so that has a negative effect on you and anybody who is the truth and would rival this person's dominance in this space. Likewise, over here in this happy arena, there's other people that are like coming in that are also have this kind of same energy, this loving energy, this renewal energy, this peaceful energy, this rejuvenating energy. And I think they also see anybody who would come over here from like this path, and I don't think that they can get through because the divine is very much working in this. I don't think I ever finished talking about how you were an ant, but anyways, like I was saying, like in my mind, I was seeing that you were like an ant, and somebody was trying to push these like hills around you to try to keep you trapped, but the divine just like put a stick in there and you just climbed out because this is not your karmas. This is somebody else's like machinations, and this person is not God. They are another person just like you. They don't get to trump the space. They don't get to have authority over your life. Who are they? This person kind of needs their ego checked. It's the best thing you could do to leave, because I think you leaving, again, it sparks some kind of judgment over here, because your karmas maybe prohibit them from receiving their karmic justice because your karmas are too high for certain things. But once you leave, then them in this group, I think, can start getting their karmic repercussions, which is actually going to put a ripple effect out. And a lot of people, I think, haven't gotten their justice over here. And they kind of wonder why this person is able to get away with stuff, why people believe them, but they've kind of created this little fiefdom. But once you do leave and close the door and say, I'm not going back, that's when that kind of starts to happen. And I think this person wishes so badly that they could point the finger at you, but there's just divine energy here. And I just feel like the divine is trying to offer this person a cup of love here as well. Like, and I think maybe you were this peace offering from the divine, and they had to make a choice, and then they maybe felt defensive. So this person could have even like felt your love energy or your open energy and then got defensive and misread you and misunderstood you. But anyways, the point of this is to encourage you, yes, to take this leap of faith if you have not done so. And if you have done so and you're not sure if you can trust like this new beginning, definitely this is like the healing path that's come in, and the wind is going to be at your back. That's Luna. She wants out. And that she's the emotional energy too. So there's something here in the feeling space that's going to heal up. So that's what I have. If that resonates for you, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.